Thank you. Coming from you, Steve, that's quite an honor, really. Thank you. Thank you. One of the things I would like to mention is that, as Steve mentioned, there is a lot of archival footage in this film. And one of the things that has happened is over the years, when I worked on a number of different projects that had to do with black communities in Canada, the Africville issue kept popping up on my plate. So I became very aware of a number of different pieces that were out there. And we were just so very fortunate to find some very unique pieces in this particular film. One piece in particular, when we talk about Seaview Baptist Church, there's footage of the actual people in that church, and those children are actually in Seaview Baptist Church. That was the very last sunrise service that took place in that church before it was torn down. And the music that you hear is the actual residents singing. So for us, we just felt really blessed to have found that footage. We also had footage from Mr. Lawrence, who was a resident of Africville. And Mr. Lawrence has this incredible cache of footage in his basement. And so I always encourage people, as I'm a researcher and a writer first, but I always encourage people, when you have materials, to do something with them. Bring them out of those boxes, bring them out of your basement. Otherwise, they wind up getting trashed and nobody ever knows that they existed. So, it certainly makes the piece much richer.
Yeah. I like to say, because I'm an old production person, loving to shoot stuff and all this sort of thing, is that Mr. Lawrence, when he was in the Navy, on a Super 8 camera, and he just started shooting footage in Africville, everyday life, and he has hundreds of hours of footage about Africville, and if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have been able to put all of this together.
Yeah.
So if you got the Super 8 cameras or video cameras, DVD cameras, get out there and start shooting life in your community.
Yeah.
You never know when it's going to come back.
That's right. The other thing is I touched briefly on how important it was for us to have